Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Lily, and for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for dropping by again. As you can see from the title of this video, we're going to be talking about the Troubadour Apex 4.0 backpack, and it's been upgraded and I have not used it yet, but we're going to be going through this backpack, sort of what I've placed inside and what I'm going to be using it for within the upcoming week. So I have actually collaborated with Troubadour before. If you've been on this channel, you know I've talked about their other products before. And I honestly will say that I really love this brand because of the quality of the product. I know that their items are not the most affordable, but honestly, sometimes you gotta pay a little bit more for a good quality product, as we all know, right? On this channel, you know that we talk about handbags, we talk about backpacks, and I really do stay true to the things that I love, and Troubadour is definitely one of them. I'm just looking down here because the backpack is right here, and it's my reference point. But I just wanna say that I really like the quality of their products, at least the ones that I have tried out so far, mostly just backpacks, but the craftsmanship is amazing, the stitching, just basically the ergonomics of it, and basically just the little details that they put into it. I always appreciate when a lot of thought is put into a bag. I know that previously we've talked about bays on this channel. I really like how thoughtful a lot of these different brands are in creating their products and kind of thinking about the consumer perspective, right? So Troubadour is definitely one of them. And yeah, I'm just really excited. So let's get right into the video, and let me know if you have any questions below. All right, folks. So the backpack that Troubadour very kindly sent to me to take a look at and to review is the Apex Backpack 4.0. And this one is in the basalt color. They do come in a lot of different colors. I'm just gonna reference my laptop here so I can tell you correctly what the colors are. This one, as you can see, is basalt. They come in black, it comes in a green smoke, it comes in bronze red, and also an ink blue. But I thought this would be a nice tone for me specifically because it's a neutral tone and it works with all the 4 seasons. Anyways, this backpack, I have already unboxed it, but I just wanted to really quickly tell you how it came. If you have not been on this channel before, you probably have not seen my previous unboxing of Troubadour. They do come in a really nice box, a cardboard box. If you were just to gift this to someone, I think the box in and of itself, how it is shipped, it works out very well. It does come with a little card inside and just tells you that there is a 5-year warranty. I was actually just looking on their website and it's pretty cool, but I think this might be a new addition. I noticed that they have a little link that says book a virtual appointment with one of our team. We're a friendly bunch, got questions. So it's really nice that you can book an appointment and you can talk with them about their product if it's something of interest to you. But I do think that, you know, with any item that you buy, especially if it's a little bit more pricey, you definitely want to make sure that you're spending your money in a worthwhile way. So it's really, really nice that they have that option there for you to speak with their folks. But yeah, it's a 5-year warranty, so it's pretty awesome. And I kept the tags because I wanted to show you. I cut it off the bag because, again, I've placed all my items in it for next week for school. But it does come with these 2 tags here, and it just gives you the option with a QR code to register for that 5-year protection, which is awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just really quickly showing you that. I didn't mention the price for this bag. It is $249 USD. So like I mentioned, it is a little bit on the pricier end, but honestly, I do think that this bag is worth it. We're going to go into the details of why right now. And granted, I haven't used this particular model because it is a brand new model. I have had other bags from them and they have held up very well, and it's just so comfortable and it really protects your devices very well. So this, I would say, is a good commuter bag for work. You know, if you're going on the train, or even if you're not going on the train, if you drive, this is great. It's also an awesome school bag. So if you're going to school, if you're an undergrad, you're a grad student, whatever student, you would benefit from this. And so for me personally, if you're not aware, if you're again new to this channel, I'm currently attending nursing school in Philadelphia. And so for me, it's a very city-like life, right? So I'm gonna be taking the SEPTA, which is their version of the subway. And I'm just always carrying a backpack with me. I've been using the Backsmart bag lately, and then I switched over to my other Kirkland bag from Costco, and now I'm gonna try this one. So just really walking from the bus to class and just walking all around the city, you know, you want to be comfortable. You want to have a backpack that's comfortable for you. So for me, right now at this age and stage where I am in life, I really value comfort over design or over like fashion. But honestly, I can say that this is a very nice, sleek looking backpack. It's not overtly like in your face. It's very toned down. It gets the job done, and it's really, really great quality. So I'm very excited to use this tomorrow when I go to classes. But as you can see, you know, there's really not too much like fluff, right? It's very professional looking, and I think this works hence very well for work and also for school. So enough said about this. Let me just go into the details of the bag real quick, just so you know it. I'm also obviously going to post the link to this in the description below, so you can go take a look at your own leisure as well. But just wanted to emphasize a couple things here. They do state on their website, and I'm just looking here because my computer again is here, so I want to make sure I give you the right information. It's ergonomic shoulder strap. That's the one thing that I mentioned previously. As I'm getting older, comfort is just, it's just like the first thing. I don't really wear high heels anymore. I wear sneakers. I want a comfortable bag because my shoulders hurt. And this is just amazing. I'm not sure if you're able to see, but it's a very padded back, and there is the straps are just incredibly, incredibly comfortable. I've already tried this on my back, and it's just very nicely padded. And just, I don't know, you have to like feel it, but it's just so comfortable. This is definitely one of the top bags that backpacks that I've ever owned in my life, in terms of comfort, in terms of durability. So I will definitely attest to that. They also say on the website that there's a luggage sleeve, which indeed they do have. And so this is also a really great bag if you're going to be traveling, you know, because you have that option to put this luggage sleeve again here. And what's really cool is this is actually kind of like a nice pad for your lumbar area. It acts as a dual purpose if you think about it. It's a pad, and then it's also a sleeve down here. There's no zip, like, you know, closure here. I know that a lot of backpacks like Bays, Bagsmart, they have like a little zip thing down here, but this one it doesn't, so you don't really even need to finagle with anything. You just set it on top of the you know, the handle of your luggage, and you're good to go. So that's awesome. The other thing it talked about was a quiver, an origami quiver pocket, which is for your card or your phones. And so that's what makes this brand pretty awesome. When I first got the backpack from them like a couple years ago, the first collaboration, I didn't know, but if you can see here on one of these shoulder straps, there is a little, it's actually magnetic, which is really cool. I think before it was like a zipper. I actually prefer this more because it's easier to access. It's like magnetic almost. So there's like a little slot here so you can put your phone. Where is my phone? Let me go find my phone and I'll be right back. All right, just got my phone, and I just wanted to demonstrate to you. I actually haven't tried this myself either, so we're doing this together for the first time. I'm going to, this is the slot. I'm just gonna put it in because it's so heavy. And let's see if it fits. I have an iPhone 15 Pro Max, so just for reference in terms of the size, and if I slip it in the pocket, oh my God, this is awesome. Look at that. It slips perfectly. Yeah, I like this design a lot better because you don't have to, again, zip, unzip. It just really quickly like slides into here. This is the largest iPhone. I know they're coming out with the 17 now, but I don't know what that size is. But for your reference, the 15 Pro Max fits perfectly. So this is really awesome. I'm very excited about this, especially because sometimes if I wear clothing that doesn't have pockets, it's kind of annoying to have to take off your backpack and put it in the, you know, in this area and then take it off and get it again. So this is actually really, really awesome. Okay, so cool. Just wanted to show you that. And then it has a water bottle pocket. So I actually tried this earlier just to make sure it fits my water bottle. But the one it's talking about is on this side. So there is obviously no like zipper or anything. It's just like, you don't have to use this for a water bottle. You can use it for anything else. But if you wanted to, there is that option. So it is kind of elastic. I'm just gonna grab my water bottle here for reference. What I'm using right now is just a Yeti. It's not like your traditional water bottle. It's the one with the magnetic top, so you know it's not the most secure. But I just wanted to show you really quickly how it would look. Because it's important that this fits, because I like to drink coffee in the morning, but you know, sometimes you don't finish your coffee, so you can take it with you. So this is what it looks like. Fits beautifully. I am very excited about using this backpack tomorrow. No, seriously, I am. And then let's see what else is there. Yeah, organization, we're going to go into that shortly. Tech protection for the laptop sleeve, we'll go into that shortly too. It's weatherproof. So that's the thing that's also awesome. If, like, this is my first year in Philadelphia, I know that the winters are pretty harsh here. It gets really cold, there's rain. And so the fact that this bag, it's not just water resistant, it's waterproof zippers and lining, and it's eco-friendly. So, I mean, can you like imagine having a backpack that is waterproof? Like, I have all my important tech gadgets in here. I don't want any of my notebooks, anything to get wet. The fact that it's waterproof, not water resistant, is amazing. So it's definitely for the everyday person who's going out, who's, you know, traveling, who's working, who's a student. You know, it's going to handle the weather for you here. The only thing I will say, I'm not sure if you can tell, traditional backpacks tend to be, you know, there's a little bit more give, it's a little bit more flexible, and the fabric is obviously a little softer, right? I think obviously because this is weatherproof, it's going to be one thing that you should probably note is that this is actually a really structured bag, and it's a little stiff, and the outside is like, you know, it's not super flexible. It's not like soft and squishy. I just wanted to let you know that in case that was something, you know, you don't like, but obviously it's the way it is because of the characteristics of the bag, right? Like, it's built to be a certain way. And given that, you're going to have a bag that ends up like this. To me, I love it. I think it's great. But again, just want to let other folks know that, you know, if it's something that you might be you know, just to be aware of, honestly. And then the top here, this handle is also kind of like a rubbery material, again, attributing to the weatherproof aspect of it, but it's very comfortable. It's like, it doesn't dig into your skin. It has like a very nice pillowy, cushiony feel to it. Okay, so the other thing, what I liked a lot about is that this bag, it's actually made from recycled plastic bottles. So it's engineered to endure, but also it's eco-friendly. So I always appreciate when products are able to reuse, recycle, and all that good stuff. All right, so a final detail about this bag that I think wasn't, I don't know if it was part of the Apex 3.0 actually, but I was looking on their website and I noticed they said that it's lockable zippers, which is really cool. So again, this, you know, is a good travel bag. But if you look on the zippers, and also these pulls are really, really nice and thick, which I love. If you notice, there are these two little, can you even see? Let me bring it closer. There are these little two holes here, right? So if you put them together like that, and let me just like zip it closer together, they basically line up, and then you can put a little lock through it. So that's awesome. I personally wouldn't use it because, again, if I were to have my backpack with me, I would keep it with me at all times. But I assume that, you know, if you were in an area where you don't feel very comfortable, or like you feel you might be mugged or something, or if you plan to just drop this off like and have it like checked in, which I don't see why anyone would, that is an option. It's nice. It's just nice to know that there are options, right? So just wanted to point that out. And real quick, before we go into what's in my bag, and what's, you know, the details of this, I want to tell you about the dimensions. So this bag can fit up to a 17-inch laptop, which is awesome because I have a MacBook Pro. I think it's 16 inches. A lot of bags don't fit it comfortably, and also a lot of bags aren't padded. This is padded. This fits a nice, juicy 17-inch laptop. The size for reference is 18.9 inches by 12.6 inches by 5.9 inches. Its capacity is 22 liters, and its weight is about 2.69 pounds, which is actually a little heavier, but again, because of the materials, it's going to be a little heavier. What's nice though is that these straps, again, like I mentioned earlier, it's very comfortable. So even though it's a little heavier to start off with nothing in it, you have a lot of comfort on the back to help with that shoulder and tension release. So, okay, I think that's it. I'm gonna go and talk about the details of here, but really quickly, before we even get into there, I was just looking at their shipping and returns. They say that when you order, you'll receive the bag in 4 to 6 working days. They do ship internationally. Of course, you might have custom charges, but they said that you can return a product within 100 days of purchase as long as it's in brand new and unused condition with all tags still attached. So yeah, there is that option. If you buy it, you don't like it, you have 100 days, assuming it's still brand new and all tags attached. So that's really nice. Okay, so let's get into what's in my bag. So I have this bag currently set up with exactly how I would use it on any given day. Going to school. So I'm going to nursing school, so my classes may differ. Like what I have in here may differ with, obviously what other folks might have. It's probably a little less than what you might traditionally carry, especially if you're going to work, just because there are certain things that I need and don't need. So with that being said, I just wanted to provide that picture for you before we get into it. Let's go ahead and start with the front of the bag. All right, so as you saw earlier, there is just one zipper up front here, and it is a very nice, hefty, big zipper pull, which I always appreciate. Material is pretty nice. It does have Troubadour on the engraved on each of this the metal zipper part, which is actually a pretty nice touch. So when I open it, I have a couple things. So again, remember when I said earlier that the bag itself is kind of stiff because it's a weatherproof material. Do note that this pocket, it's very spacious, but it is also going to be a little bit stiff because again of the material. So just wanted to let you know that. So we're just going to pull out what I have in this front pocket just to show you. You know, this is a combination of an introduction into this bag and what I have, and I hope, I hope it helps. So the first thing I have, icebreakers. I really need mints with me. I used to carry Altoids with me, but I just got icebreakers. I felt like it would be nice to have a little change, and these have been great. I get these in a pack from Costco. They're priced really well if you get it from Costco, obviously. Next I have in here a pair of Sunnies. These are just from Amazon. Honestly, they were so cheap. I think they were less than $20 USD. And they're, UV proof, and I think it looks pretty decent. I have a relatively large face. It's kind of round, so I need sunglasses that actually are a little wider, so it looks appropriate for my face. But yeah, these are great, and I like getting sunglasses off Amazon because they're so affordable. If something happens to them, I'm not gonna cry. I didn't bring my really nice sunnies over to Philly, so I just, brought these. I always keep them in my bag because it is sunny in Philadelphia, so gotta have a pair. Next I have in here is my Touchland hand sanitizer. I've talked about these before. This is just the rose scent. One of my best friends gave this to me a long time ago, maybe like 2 years ago. I don't know if it's expired. Maybe it's expired. Oh yeah, it's expired. Expired in January 2025, but I still have so much, so I'm just gonna use it. It seems fine to me. We're just gonna leave it at that. Okay, next, tissue paper. I always bring tissue paper with me because I have allergies. Although surprisingly in Philly, I have not really experienced any allergies. I think it's because I'm allergic to the cat and the dog, and they're at home. So it's probably why I don't have allergies now, which is kind of nice. Dionysus. I always call this Dionysus. Dionese. I'm sorry. This is from Costco. If you go to Costco, if you love Costco as much as I do, you know this is from Costco. And they used to sell these so cheap. It used to be, I got them so many times before, 4-pack for like $8. But I think the prices have gone up like everything else here. So I don't know what they are right now, but these are really great if you can get them on sale. Very moisturizing, and the scents are amazing. And I love that it's compact. You could fit these in like a little Lululemon belt bag. It's just very convenient. Next I have in here, obviously, AirPods, first generation, the oldest ones, but they're still working. Honestly, this is why I love Apple products. They just last for such a long time. They're a little pricier in the beginning, but honestly, they are so worth it. So hence my point about buying quality products if you can. I know that, a lot of times we're not able to splurge a little bit, but if we have the ability to, I think that it's always nicer to get, a better quality product if we can. It's going to be more expensive, but they definitely do last longer in the long run, at least from my humble experience. Okay, so next is this AirTag. I always keep an AirTag in my bag. As you can notice, this is connected to a very nice thick little loop here. That's part of the bag, and it's like it just opens and closes like that. Very, very durable. I think I love the look of thick straps. I just think this looks real nice, and also very durable. So I keep that in here, and that's pretty much all I have in this front compartment. So we're just gonna zip that. You see, nice smooth zip. That's what I love. Okay, sorry, I'm just being weird. Okay, so we're gonna go into the main compartment, which is the middle compartment, and we're just gonna open up via here. and I'll show you what I have in here. So I'll demonstrate for you later how the 16-inch laptop fits my MacBook Pro, but I don't normally carry that except for certain classes where I cannot upload things with my iPad. So I'm just gonna, just FYI, I'll show you how it fits later. But the first thing that comes out here is this. This I actually got from China Airlines, I think. I use this one as a stethoscope holder. So I carry my stethoscope in here. It's just like compact and small. I know a lot of people, they put their stethoscopes in nice, like durable, like hard pouches, but that would be a little like too, I feel it would just take up too much room within the bag. And I think this works perfectly fine. And this is my stethoscope. It looks kind of old, but this is actually very sentimental to me because this one actually belonged to my grandfather. And my grandfather was a doctor back in the day in China. And he has been using this for a very long time. I think I bought this for him to use on my grandmother when she was still alive. So this is probably at least, I don't know, 10 years old by now, and it works perfectly fine. And he's not using it. He's kind of old now. So yeah, so I'm using it, and it just yeah, it just means a lot to me. My colleagues from when I was working at the hospital before I moved over here, the nurses, they were so sweet. They actually gifted me a brand new Littmann stethoscope, which is just, I was just like overwhelmed. I was not expected, and I'm just very grateful for that. And it was a beautiful Littmann stethoscope, but I haven't used it. It's actually, I brought it with me to Philly also in case something happens or this one doesn't work, but it's in my cabinet there. But I haven't used it. But this one I just use because, you know, it's very sentimental. And yeah, maybe I should actually change it because I don't want to break this. Maybe I should use that one instead and just put this one away because it is a little bit more sentimental. Anyway, sidetrack, sorry about that. So that's what I have in my little pouch here. I'm just gonna put this back and set this over here. Next I have in this bag, okay, so I have one of these folders here. I think these are great if you're going to school like me for whatever you're studying. These are great to kind of divvy up your courses, and it's just, I like having everything in one space and organized. And as you can see, I just have all my different courses labeled here, and for each divider area, I have like different papers, of course. I like to print out my lecture notes for my patho class because it's a little bit more, it's apparently one of the most difficult classes in this program. And so I like to print it out because I'm actually a very old school person. I like writing a lot. I do use a laptop, I do use the iPad, but ultimately, writing does help me a lot more, so I do like printing those out and scribbling on that in addition to looking at the slides online. But yeah, this is a great way. These you can get off Amazon. They're so cheap, and it helps without having to have, I don't know, 5 different folders in your backpack. It's just all in one, and it's all nice and neat. So I really, really recommend this if you're also going to school. And next I have in here is just one of these notebooks, and you know, it's just a regular composition notebook. I got this from Target. It was on sale. I think these were like 10 cents like when school started back in like end of August this year. You could get these anywhere Amazon, but I try to get these before like school starts because, you know, they always have sales, right? So only 10 cents, and these work great. I just have one to write all my notes in case I need to. And then I have, of course, my handy dandy iPad. If you are, again, going to school like myself, I highly recommend getting an iPad. I think this has helped me so much. I know that laptops are great, but these are just amazing because you're able to like take notes on them appropriately if you like to write, but you don't want to have like a physical notebook like me. You know, there's a lot of different apps that you can use to help with studying. I love Notability because I only use Notability for recording my professor's lecture, the ones who let us record, because it does like record it and then it basically creates a raw transcript for you, and you can reference that raw transcript. I mean, there's definitely going to be errors in that transcript, but you know, just the fact to have something like that and reference it, it's amazing. And also for the paid version of Notability, honestly, it's only $20 a year. I think it's totally worth it, even if you just use it for limited things. Like myself, they also have like a quiz, like it's, you know, obviously enhanced, and they have a quiz where they just like take all the lecture like notes that was recorded and the raw transcript, and they like just give you a little quiz at the end, which I love. And yeah, it's just great. So I'm sorry, I feel like I'm sidetracking here a lot, but I think it's important that, you know, because we're talking about what's in my bag as a nursing student, kind of like the things that I find has worked very well for me. If you are also a nursing student or going into nursing, or even just regular, I think that this is definitely very, very helpful. So this is what it looks like here. I just turned it off real quick. But basically, this keypad thing, it is actually from Apple. It is the original Apple one, and I decided to splurge on this because I think that it works really, really well. I know that you can get a lot of other ones off Amazon, which probably will work pretty well itself as well. But I like this because I like having a little computer. I like to type because I don't like to bring my 16-inch laptop to class if I can. It's just so heavy. This is so convenient, and it just acts like a little portable computer where I can type everything. And if I want to remove it, I can just like remove this. And then it's like, it's magnetic, right? So with a lot of the ones I've seen on Amazon, I think you have to clasp it into the case. So it's a little bit more annoying to like remove, because I do remove this a lot. I take my iPad when I go to the gym, and I like go through my slides while I'm just walking on the treadmill. So just having that convenience of easily taking it on and off, I really, really like this. I would, if I were to go back and purchase, I would purchase this little thing again. I know it's a little expensive, but honestly, it has like a little mouse track pad also. It's just, it works amazing. I got this iPad, I think, when I was taking prereqs, so 2023. It was 2023, 2024. I think 2023, 2022. My gosh, I think my years are mixed up, but I've had this for several years now, and it works really, really well. The person who was selling it, I think, got it as a gift, and it was brand new in box, never opened. And I got it for like $100 less at that time. It's been working great still. So yeah, definitely recommend an iPad. I also do have the Apple Pencil, but for me personally, I don't really take that many notes on here. So I think that you might not need that. But honestly, the iPad itself, having a little like keyboard, touchpad, it really, really helps a lot. Okay, so next I have in here is just this little pouch. You've probably seen this again if you've been on the channel for a while. And I have all my little knickknacks in here for, like, you know, my eye drops, chapstick, combs, and all that. And on the other side, I just have like my feminine pads and all that stuff. So yeah, I like to keep these in here. And then next I have these. I've talked about these so many times. These are this is from the Dollar Tree. It's $1.25, at least it used to be. I don't know what prices are now that everything's inflated. These work great. These are antibacterial hand wipes. It comes in a pack of 40. It's only $1.25. I do get these religiously from the Dollar Tree, but you can't really, well, I don't know if you can find them in the store, but I bought these online, and they come in a pack of like 10 or something, 10 or 15, I don't remember. $1.25, and you do pay for shipping. I think it's like $5 or something, but it's totally worth it because yeah, the price and the quality is great, and it has a pretty nice scent to it. It's just fresh, and yeah, this one's with aloe and vitamin E, so I highly recommend these, especially if you're taking public transportation. It can get dirty pretty quickly. Next, I have just these blue light glasses. I'm going to go a little faster because I just realized I'm at 31 minutes, sorry. Okay, yeah, blue light glasses. They work great. I don't use glasses because I had LASIK done, but I do like to have a pair of blue light glasses to help when I'm just staring at the computer or any digital devices for way too long. Okay, and then next we are going to talk about, I have a pen in here, and then I do have my, this is my SEPTA key card that I use to take the train with. And then I'm going to show you what the interior looks like after I'm done here, but just finishing up with all the things that I have. Portable battery pack, and then my pill box. And then next I have in here my little wallet. I actually don't keep anything besides cash in here because I'm paranoid that someone will steal or I'll get robbed or something, because again, I've not been in the city before, so I don't know, you know, the ambiance, especially if you're taking public transportation. I feel like in any city where you're taking public transportation religiously, there's always a possibility of that. So I don't want to have any of my important cards with me. So yeah, just cash in here. Okay, so I think that is it for this pocket. And then here, I just have my keys. I just have my apartment keys, and I always keep one of these air tags with me just because, again, don't want to lose, right? Your keys. Okay, so, and then one more thing I have in here on the other side, which is actually a zippered compartment, but I don't really want to zip it because it's kind of annoying to unzip it, but it does zip, and it is the other side. And in here, I just keep a little portable fan because I get hot and Philly is humid. At least it's getting better now since it's, I mean, it's fall, right? But it's getting better. But I keep a portable fan with me. These are great. It's like 10, 15 bucks on Amazon. I think you can get them cheaper, but you just charge by USB-C, and it has 3 different settings, and this is just great. It has helped me so many times. It has helped some of my classmates when they were hot and were running to class. So yeah, this is great. I highly recommend getting one of these if you also get hot like me. But yeah, that's it that we have in the bag. And now I just want to now I just want to show you what it looks like inside. As you can see, there is the Troubadour branding here. There's like a really nice pocket. It's very generous size. I put the pill box and the battery pack in here. There's another zip back here that I'm currently not using, but again, very spacious. I love it when a bag has so many compartments because it helps with organization. I'm an organization freak, so I always appreciate it when that happens. On the other side, the front pocket, I kept my keys in here earlier. It's a mesh pocket, so it's pretty substantial as well, and you can put something in there. And then on the front, sorry, I'm just going back and forth. There's like 3 little pockets here. You could put pens, you could put like sunglasses, anything. I put my pen, my Septapass, and my blue eyeglasses in these pockets earlier. And then just the bottom is like this. And what I will say about this bag that's also amazing is that it's very well padded. So you don't have to be afraid that if you drop your bag a little too hard on the ground, it's not going to damage your items. So that's what I really appreciate. It's what the bottom looks like. So I'm going to really quickly show you how the laptop fits. Like I said earlier, I haven't been really using it every single day or bringing it, I use it every day, but I don't bring it to class every day, right? So I just want to show you what the laptop looks like. So this is what, it's so sleek, right? And pardon the dirt here, I got it dirty earlier, but this is so sleek looking. So you open up the zip and this is your laptop compartment. Isn't that awesome? So it has 2 little slots in here. You have this one here. Ooh, I didn't even look at this yet. This is pretty. It's like a beautiful green. Oh my gosh, you know, I've been in such a green phase now. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm just jumping everywhere, so I apologize for that. My brain's just going 100 miles an hour right now, but it's like this, I mean, I know it's not suede, but it feels like so soft. It's like this, I don't even know how to describe this cottony material, but it's beautiful. Look at that. That is such a beautiful green. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they call this the crash pad cocoon, so it probably gives a lot of support, which I can definitely feel it does. On this other side, you could put more stuff. So technically, you could put your iPad here, which I didn't, but you could. And then there's another little slot here. So much room. That is awesome. So this is my MacBook Pro. It is 16 inches or a little bit bigger, but like I said earlier, this bag can fit a 17-inch laptop. So I put my MacBook into the slot back here and it fits perfectly. Such a generous size. I am so excited. I am honestly very excited, if you can't tell, about this bag. Yeah, it's one of the few backpacks that I really like. So that's why whenever Bella from Troubadour, she reaches out, she's like, yeah, we have this new bag and stuff like that. I'm always so excited to hear from them because I honestly love this brand. I think the quality is amazing for what you're getting, for what you're paying. It's just beautiful. And it's so functional. It is so comfortable. And these bags are definitely built to last. So yeah, that is it for this bag. I am very excited to use it tomorrow. Like I keep saying, sorry, I sound like a broken record here. But yeah, honestly, I do feel that way. So I hope this video was helpful. It was kind of like a mishmash of, you know, what's in my bag, nursing school stuff, and also the bag in and of itself because it's such an awesome bag. But if you have any questions, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I always try to get back to you as soon as I can. If I take a little longer, I apologize. Things get kind of busy sometimes. But as always, thank you so much for dropping by. And please stay healthy, happy, and safe. And I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.